Good day, everyone. I am Teacher Reggie, and it's another great opportunity to present to you another topic. Come on and join me as we learn about journalistic text types. In our lives, we encounter text from textbooks, newspapers, magazines, and other printed materials. But we never get attached to the type of text we are reading, for our main goal is to understand what's written on the material. In this session, we will identify and know the type of journalistic text and its content. The text types are the informative, journalistic, and literary. I have here a famous quotation from a famous writer. It says that, "I do not suffer from insanity, I enjoy every minute of it." What does Edgar Allan Poe mean? Are you living your life in its fullest? This is Edgar Allan Poe. Do you know Edgar Allan Poe? Do you have any little backgrounds about him? How much do you know about something on his talent and skills? Edgar Allan Poe is known of his personality being as one of the insane writers. He is well known in making dark writings such as The Raven, The Telltale Heart, The Cast of Monte Aldo, and many more. These famous writings of his were written when he was drunk. The first text type is the literary writing. It is defined as creating new creative work, such as poems or novels, and compilations or volumes of creative work. And the most elements in this type are the literary devices. The next text type is the informative writing. It is a type of non-fiction writing that conveys information about something, which means it is factual. The structure of an informative writing is very simple and easy to follow. Like most types, it consists of the basic format of 4 to 5 paragraphs. These 5 paragraphs will cover the title, the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. The structure for informative writing are title, introduction, description, and conclusion. The title talks about the main idea of the text. The introduction is the general statement about the subject of the text. It may also classify the subject as part of a particular group. In the introduction, it is the vital in order to catch the reader's attention. In example, make him or her want to hang on to reading your essay. If the reader finds the opening of the essay boring and uninteresting, the chances are high he or she will move on to something else. The introductory paragraph in an informative essay will usually start with a strong sentence. Next is the description of the body. This is a series of factual paragraphs about the subject. This should describe the subject's characteristics. Now that you have a solid, informative, and stimulating introduction, it's time to start with the body paragraphs. The main aim of this section is to give a deeper exploration into your topic. The body of your informative essay should develop on the opinions that were presented in your introduction. The body paragraphs consist of distinct opinions that develop or support the essay. Lastly is the conclusion. This is a concluding statement about the subject of the text. It may also summarize the key features of the subject. After you have explained or defined the subject with solid proof, you are ready to conclude the work. Just like the introduction, this part should be relatively short, but still strong enough not to ruin everything you have mentioned above. The concluding paragraph will ensure many things. It will reaffirm the thesis statement in addition to redirecting a finishing objective for the reader. In an informative essay writing, conclusions should be exact and consistent. The last text type is the journalistic writing, where the style of writing used to report news stories in the newspapers, television broadcasts, on radio, and on the internet. The structure for the journalistic writing is the inverted pyramid. It discusses the structure for the news writing. It starts with the main points of the article that discusses the 5 W's plus the hook. This is where the lead paragraph, which contains the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, and the how. This is followed by the additional essential information where the bulk of information is being discussed. It is more important information about the topic. Lastly is the least essential details. These less essential details that may be cropped by the editor to fit in the newspaper without losing the meaning. The inverted pyramid is a traditional and often the most used organizing structure for journalistic writing. The inverted pyramid places the more newsworthy information, the information people really need to know, at the very beginning of the article. Once again, the text types are the literary, the informative, and the journalistic. I hope you learned something from our lesson this session. See you till next episode. I am Teacher Reggie. Goodbye!